Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Sharon Martin from Inner Sanctum Studios. I'm a messenger. I always say that word incorrectly. I am a messenger for Gaia, and I have a clinic and I do readings and energy healings and past life records and dipping into the Akash. So if you are interested in that, then have a look for the links below, and if you find this video useful, please subscribe and hit the like button. So I really thank you for joining me here. It's quite breathtakingly amazingly beautiful, I want to say, these energies. So they are very like in the heart. Good morning, Alex, and good morning, Charlotte, and good morning, Billy, and hi, Anna. It's very early in the morning for Anna. And what time is it for you, Alex? Hello, Rebecca. So they're really like, I feel all this, just this super expansion and energy in the heart. And I started feeling that yesterday. And if you're in a divine connection, a lot of it's to do with that. But right now, I'm just going to speak about the energies of the day, or of the last 2 days, really. And it's quite extraordinary. And then later on today, I'm doing a live. Sarah Adams messaged me yesterday or the day before and said, can we do a live together? So we're going to be doing that today at 3:30 New Zealand time. So if you're interested in that, come and pop on. I've got clients between this broadcast and that. But yeah, what did I call this? Higher, let me check. Higher and deeper transformation and change for everybody. And I have to tell you that it feels to me that the divine masculine, though, and the divine masculine within are really just smashing it apart in terms of these energies, and they are really dropping into them. So yeah, so I will begin, but these energies are making us go deeper in our hearts. They are making our hearts more expansive. Even if you're really in your heart, you will have felt that. They are enabling the general population. I mean, that's what's really exciting, is that this is the beginning of the general awakening of the masses in the physical, like really noticing it in their physical world. And yeah, and then deeper. So we're going higher into the fifth dimensional frequencies. We're becoming more expanded in our hearts, and we're going deeper in our hearts. And we are becoming more deeply embodied, and all of that applies to this fifth dimensional frequency and dimension. So yesterday, oh yeah, can you? Yeah, so I want to know, can you feel that? Did you start to feel that yesterday or today, wherever you are? So for me here, it's Sunday morning at 10, 10 just after, or 10:04 precisely. And I started feeling this energy yesterday, like a warm hug from the energies. And I definitely was, yeah, feeling like snuggled up to the energies. They are higher, they are this delightful, divine frequency. They showed up to me yesterday, not just the divine masculine energies I'm speaking of now, the general energies of the planet yesterday showed up to me as though there was this giant sort of swirling, and I had this real sense yesterday of grandmother Anna being around me a lot, and then and the lilac, that lilac color, that divine cosmic love color. I was seeing that with my inner vision. Hi, Stacey. Um, so Anna's saying it's 11 p.m. where she is in the UK, and she's felt this flood of love coming in, definitely feeling it. All right, so yesterday, thank you, Anna. Yesterday was Saturday here, and it was the 29th. And when you do the numerology on yesterday's date, you end up with an 11 day on a 22 universal day. And so that was interesting to me because I actually didn't tune into the numerology of it until after I tuned into the energies of it. So this is what I wrote. The codes and energies coming in today are so beautiful. They are heart-filling, they are high frequency and very smiley. This morning, oh yeah, so this was my Saturday, so my yesterday. Yesterday morning, I was shown in my inner vision a graph, excuse me, and I wasn't tuning in. I was actually moving from the bathroom and into the foyer, and I was shown, and I see usually if I was tuning into something, I would be seated, I would close my eyes, and I would be in that kind of inner space. But I was just walking through the house and I saw this vision. And so it was this graph, and it's a line graph, and I'm seeing this high triangular peak, which is like that. It's that kind of shape. It's not just a spike, it's an elong. So to me, that shows it's spiked for an elongated period of time if you were reading it as a graph. And that's what I was shown. And I was told, I heard 140, and then I was told it relates to an energy indicating from the sun, and that it was coming in over the next few days. And so apparently, so Lauren said to me that we were having an M-class flare coming in. So that was being released from the sun. All right. So certainly, that the fact that that was released from the sun, that aligned with the numerology of yesterday. The way that I read it, that 11, the 11 is all about the illuminated gateways, and the 22 is all about information that comes in from off planet. It's generally new to the earth. So also yesterday I was feeling and internally seeing that beautiful lilac color as a light emanation coming to the planet. So yesterday, that huge flooding of higher cosmic love energy. And also, oh yes, I tuned in, those of you who were talking about sore ankles and sore wrists. I tuned into that, and I got that it is an excess of energy in the body. So we've got a lot of energy transformation, transmutation, and incoming that we have to move through our body and ground. And so it's likely to just be a little bit extra to your requirements at the moment. And so you might be feeling it in your wrists or in your ankles. And what I was told was it's likely to be electrical and to shake it out. So shake it out into the ground by doing that with your wrists and ankles. Yeah, just may need a little bit of extra help to exit the body. So the next thing I was shown yesterday was that, how we've spoken about how each of us is becoming a pillar of light, and we've spoken also about twins becoming their own combined, confluenced pillar of light. Well, yesterday I was showing that light pillars formed by light workers. So these are our individual light pillars. They were really broadening in the base, radiating into the earth as you walk, this bigger radius of light around your field. So you You may notice that, and it's quite a bit broader than it has been. And Guy is, yeah, so Guy was saying that this is a magnificent sight to behold. Also, I was witnessing the heart as like a radiating lotus shape. So it was radiating out like pulses, but it had little, you know how the lotus has those little edges on the petals. And so if you were drawing it as a line, it's like a parenthesis that links together. So that was what I was seeing coming from the heart yesterday, but radiating out and pulsating out. And so this is what I wrote, and I don't know if this will touch you, but it touched me. This radiating pearlescent light through the conscious waters of Kuan Yin, through her heart and temple. So that's what was happening with those energies yesterday that we may have been feeling from our heart, or that's where they were being emitted from, or transmitted from. And also this enlightening energy is also releasing burdens and density from the heart. And you are likely feeling, and I certainly am, a higher experience of purity and joy and illumination in the heart area. So, 11 p.m. Thanks, Alex. And hello, Misha, Joy. It does feel like party time. Did you see that on the channel yesterday? I put those songs. Are you ready? So I didn't even find that one, but that was what I heard. And so then I punched in "Are You Ready" into YouTube, and those were the 3 tracks that came up. So something heavy and rock if you're into that, and then a bit of soul and a bit of R&B. Hello, Stacey. And who else have I seen? Oh, Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Right, let me see. Okay. Yeah, so I'm really feeling it through here. It feels that we've had a clean up to another level as well. So everything has shifted. That it's as though we've gone another step up, not just a little tiny one. We've had another big step up. So likely that has come with a big time jump. I think that I might have written it in here, but I had this experience. Actually, I was talking to Charlotte. What day was that? And we were just commenting about these time jumps, how it's hard to keep track of not just the time but the day. And so I think I was feeling that it should have been about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was something more like 1. But yeah, it's like being an athlete on the track, doing a warm up for the long jump. That's how it's been feeling. We're doing these big leaps. So Grandmother Anna energy very present on Saturday, on the 29th, as we embed and activate the 13th pillar of light. Now, I know that Rick Jewers has spoken about that, and I'll just tell you how this showed up for me. And so the other words that came with the 13th pillar of light was, and the divine feminine Christ to a new level. Now, Rick Jewers is talking about it being a masculine leveling in terms of our own internal divine masculine and the divine masculine. But to me, I was reading it as the divine feminine. So you go with what feels right for you. The divine masculine definitely had a leveling up. And so I'm not disagreeing with his information, but the 13th pillar showed up to me as the divine feminine Christ to a new level. And as the central pillar created by the completion of the 12 pillars that have already been placed in and activated. So that's how it showed up to me. So it was created, actually Guy said created largely, but still only in part by the previous 12. So it had its own system of energetics as well. Bringing in, so this is what I got about it, bringing in an overarching field of light to hold pristine purity and divine feminine goddess light and a rainbow plasma light for new earth and new humanity, a new heart resonance activation holding increased clarity for higher truth, more truth for higher alignment, connection and unification. So that's what I was given about our Saturday energies and the 13th pillar. And then yesterday was this is today. See? Today. So I wrote this morning and it's only 10:15 a.m. here. Humanity is in the midst of transformation and change today with heavenly codes from the stars signaling your mind, heart, body, and soul for a higher awakening and alignment for all, each at one's own level. But there is now an awakening of the masses occurring. So I wonder if you can feel the energy of that, because I certainly can. I have been feeling the softening of the hearts of humanity and the awakening of those as well, and the lifting of the doom. These codes of truth, which, hilariously, when I channeled something about it the other day, I called it the truth serum. So I don't know, yesterday, the day before that, something I posted was about this energy coming through as a truth serum for humanity, to be able to see one's own truth and to be able to see the truth around us, for the world to be releasing the veils that hold us in illusion and the maya and the hiding of the truth. So these codes of truth and energy are bringing in clarity and an urge to dive more deeply into an internal inner contemplation of what is important to me, what is central to my own personal peace and joy. That is what is likely to come to the fore in the energies of today. So ask yourself what comes to front of mind when you ask, what makes me truly happy? What brings me absolute joy? And let that guide you. Many will be experiencing desires also for movement, for transit, for transience, an internal urging. This all relates to the divine masculine as well. A push or desire to be or do something, or to be somewhere new and different. And these impulses will be difficult to resist. And this is occurring in the physical. So what is going to be very different, I am showing, about what goes on in May is that a lot of the preparation that's been done during April and earlier, of course, is going to be coming into physical movement and action during May. So, yeah. So I wrote in here, many divine counterparts will be having physical meetings during this coming time. And the rest of it is a bit of an overview for May. So I'm going to do that as a separate video, and I've still got a bit more writing of that to do. So yeah, just bathe in the excitement of this, because it is like, this physical being in the readiness and the readiness for the new, and the readiness to come together in these new connections, partnerships, groups as well. There's a lot of that energy. This coming together in groups, coming together in teams, this idea of putting something new out into the world for our new fifth dimensional experience and existence. And it is that in many ways, many of us are in a fifth dimensional frequency now, and that much of our world sits in that realm, and that this is becoming more embedded and will be more of a flooding of that really throughout this next little bit of time. And I'm really seeing some of the applications that I would have spoken to you about in like the meerkat. Remember the meerkat story? I'm seeing that applying now to the the a big part of humanity. And so what we have to do, and I'll speak more of this, but what we have to do is we have to be spotlight, like the spotlight on the top of the building, shining a light on things so people can see the truth, but we don't have to point out the truth to them. We shine a light on it so it can be seen, and we hold space for them to shift out of the density that is holding them and to be able to see something higher and better and more uplifting, not the doom and gloom. The people who are just awakening now, they are going to be confronted with a lot of what could be called doom and gloom. And so our job is to show the light in it. Our job is to enable them to and help them to see the truth, but not to be their teacher, just to be their guide, be their study buddy. But right now, there's a lot of this that's going to be coming up, and people will be asking themselves serious questions that might be bringing them a lot of wobble, a lot of self doubt, a lot of worry. And so our job is to help them to hold through that so they can see the light, see the good, and that they can rise above it, not be dragged into it. There's on the spectrum of the dark and the light, the good and the evil, there's still a bit of tampering and interference going on. And so our job is to see through it and to help others see through it, not necessarily to tell them what it is. All right. So yeah, lots of freshness and excitement. Thank you, Anna. That's a lovely statement to close on. I'll just check and see if there's anything else in here before I close. So yeah, wishing you so much love and yeah, I don't know why, because it's not really part of my vocab, but it's come out of my mouth a couple of times. Gloriousness, the gloriousness of this time, this is what we're here. We are here, we're soaking it up, we're rolling around in it, we're feeling it in our hearts, we're radiating it out, and this is like watching a drop of water slide across the bench into the little puddle of water. And so this is going to be our experience of watching humanity do that, and our friends and family. So yes, see you later on. All right, much love. Here's my button. Bye.